We cast the scutes of these turtles for a couple of reasons. One is that we want to know if in fact the growth rings that are on the outside of the shell, if they're annual. In fact, if one ring is laid down every year. And most people assume that that's true. But a number of studies have shown that in some turtles it doesn't work that way. Some years they put down more than one ring, some years they don't put any rings down at all. So we wanted to know if that was true in our turtles, because if it is true, then we can use the rings to indicate how old they are. And if we know how old they are, that tells us lots of things like what age do they start becoming reproductive, how long do they live, things like that, how fast do they grow. And so we started doing that a number of years ago, and we have lots of casts and lots of turtles now, and we actually have plenty now to answer that question. But we continue to do the casts for another reason as well. Since we started, the population explosion occurred out at JFK. That means that all of a sudden there's a bunch of turtles at JFK, and we're trying to also understand what happened. Why are there so many turtles all of a sudden at JFK? And one of the types of hypotheses that we have about that is that JFK, the area around JFK, is a really good habitat for these turtles. So this population is responding to really good resources. If that's the case, then they probably would experience really fast growth rates individually, not just the population as a whole, but each turtle would be growing really fast. Well, we can take these growth rings and measure how big each one is, in other words, how much area each ring covers, and compare that area in our population here on Mueller's Bar with the population at JFK to see, in fact, if they are growing faster than ours are. So that's the next major project that we're doing with these casts.